serve eternity. So we work on a philosophy that relates with faith and also learning. So we do things and we are guided by the conviction of our faith in Christ, and also knowing that Christ is the main and also true knowledge. Because true education comes with our union and also time that we spend with Christ.
All right. Your deputy, Kisos Emma, do you agree with the president?
Yes, because it also, as here in philosophy, Baraton also links as education with the spiritual matters. It coordinates two at once.
All right, I'm going to give a chance to the other team. President, Ruto Kingetich.
Yes, the philosophy, apart from what he said, is to make men and women to be the seekers of truth, through understanding of faith, through critical thinking.
Okay, your deputy, does she agree with you? Or does she have anything else to add onto that?
Yes, what he has said is true. So I will add on and say that Baraton philosophy is also to uphold a holistic, just as Billy has said, a holistic. And by holistic is not only spiritual and education, it's also spiritual, physical, and mental. They have to be incorporated, that by the time you get out of Baraton, these three things are in you. Okay? Or I am off.
Give me the camera. Ladies and gentlemen, go to the student handbook, back pages, rewind this show, get to listen to everything they've said, and be the judge. I'm not getting into this matter. Next question, which is going to both of you at the same time. Do we have university anthem? Do we have a university anthem? Okay, I can see Gesare nodding her head. So
Billy is
maybe
ready
give the
to
answer.
go.
No, you just
Billy
say.
is ready to. I've just done a gesture.
Fine. Let
Yes,
me do this. Okay. Let me begin with the most silent. Do we have university anthem? Do we have a university anthem? By anthem, I mean it's a song that is sung for the university, that talks about the university, that probably praises the university. Do we have anything like that?
Yes.
We have, right? Just a yes or no answer. Billy, do we have a university anthem?
Thank you so much. I've
Just
been
a
here.
yes or no. Just a yes or no.
Just give me time, Mr. Rasa.
No,
I've
kindly, Billy.
Okay.
It's just a yes.
We don't have a university anthem.
Okay, we don't have a university anthem. Your deputy, Emma?
We don't have.
We don't have a university anthem. Gesare, do we have a university anthem or not? It's your turn, Gesare.
Yes, we do. Yes, we do.
Are you gambling?
Sorry
Are you
for
gambling?
laughing.
Are you just,
No,
you
I'm
want to
not
be different?
gambling.
Okay. So do we have, are you sure we have?
Let me just give you a background of why. Okay, of why I'm saying yes.
No. I refused him. I rejected his request. So I'm going to reject yours too. Do we have or not?
Yes, but it has not been sung in a long time.
My question is, has it been sung? I mean, my question is not, has it been sung or not? My question is, do we have the university anthem or
Yes, we do.
not? Okay, yes, we do. So since you've said yes, we do, do you know
Please.
it?
Oh, my
Probably
goodness.
just the chorus. You don't have to sing it. You can paraphrase, or if you know how it goes, probably.
Tarasa. Let us just continue, it will come. I will remember.
Okay.
We are,
so-
you know, it might be.
So let me just do this again. Do you have the university anthem or not? Last round. Do you have a university anthem or
We are
not?
starting afresh.
Yes.
Okay, once again, like I said earlier, we don't have a university anthem.
Okay. We don't have university anthem. Period. I love that.
Do
Emma,
you support?
I support it.
you support the president as a unit.
Because
All
I've
right.
never heard about the song since I joined.
Oh my goodness, you've never heard about the song.
Since I joined.
Right. Ruto,
I
you
believe.
still hold
Yeah.
your
Yes.
first.
Yes, I
Okay.
believe. I've seen somewhere.
Your deputy holds a different opinion with you. Are you guys going to...
We
No,
will die
no.
together. Yes.
Okay, so do we have university anthem or not? Ruto,
I believe we have.
We have.
We have.
Okay, so you two are dying together.
Yes.
All right, so maybe let me say this. We have a university anthem.
Yes.
No. You stop celebrating.
Sorry.
All right, it's not a matter of celebration.
Sorry.
It's not a matter of celebration.
Yes.
Because I need you to not just answer that we have. That's just the first section. Second section is, what does this anthem talk about?
Okay.
And probably I just asked the small section, just the chorus. All right, just the chorus. For those that say, these two say we don't have one, so I don't need to bother them. All right, so just the chorus.
Please allow me to answer. Okay.
It's your time. It's your turn.
So the university anthem has not been sung in a while, and according
Okay,
to
let me do this. When is it that this university anthem is supposed to be sung, or when did you, if you ever heard about it,
it
when
is
was it last
sung,
sung?
if I remember well, if I remember the occasion it has been sung, it was once sung in an assembly.
Okay.
It is also sung during graduation.
All right.
When
That's
yes,
correct.
yes,
That's correct.
yes.
But what does it say? What does the chorus say?
I believe it has a line say, oh, we, the UEAB, something like that. I believe so.
Yes.
I like the
I
rhythm
believe
you're
so.
bringing.
Yeah.
Are you a musician?
Not so much, but a little bit.
Okay, I'll read you the chorus. It says, I don't know if I have it here. Okay, it says, press on, carry on, dear UEAB. Though come what may, together we stand, ever faithful to heed your plea, to make you secure in God's loving hand.
That's it.
Right,
Yes.
so,
At least he said UEAB is in the
okay.
line. Yes.
No. That's it doesn't count. It doesn't count.
Yeah, sure.
It doesn't count. We have music that just says God, and then it ends up saying other things. Does it mean that this is a good secular music? I mean, good gospel music?
It depends.
The gospel is relative here.
Yeah.
It depends.
Yes.
All right. Anyway, we have an anthem. I just need to say that we have an anthem, and that is how it goes. So just get to know about these things. I mean, you may not know everything, but of course I would expect you to know something about everything. I don't know whether I should ask one more question or my
And let me go
co-host.
first.
All right, go ahead.
Now, to the two ladies, of course you know that as a deputy president, you'll be in charge of all student welfare matters. Now, if you get elected, Emma and Faith, what are your top priorities for the students? And just kindly mention at least 2 top priorities that surround the students' welfare. We begin with you, Faith.
Okay. Students' welfare. We have, if I may mention, we have a lot of welfares concerning to the students. In accordance to SABU, there's a welfare, there's money, for example, that students pay at the beginning of the semester that goes to the SABU that is supposed to help students in situations whereby, for example, a parent has died, or for example, there's a student who is having fee issues. They may benefit from that welfare, from that money that they pay. There's also another welfare that is paid by students to, especially it's called, I may forget the name, but my top priority, that was just a background. My top priority if I'm elected according to my connection to the welfare is that number one, I would like to help students. There are students who have stayed in this school for so long, and I would like to coordinate with the SABU if I am elected to help these students at least get some amount of money to graduate. That is their welfare. Number two, also, I will permit or make it a habit that no student should lose a parent. And I'm saying a parent, not a relative, a parent. No student should lose a parent and the school doesn't take a hand in it. So my priority will also be if a student loses a parent, as SABU and that welfare, we may come together, go to that student, or maybe send our contribution to that.
Okay, thank you so much, Faith. Jerop, what do you have?
Okay, on matters of welfare, according to me, I will ensure that when a student loses a relative, I can say relative because sometimes maybe they don't know their parents. You know, there is a situation that maybe a student lives with a relative, so maybe he or she can lose a relative, and as a deputy who is coordinating with the welfare, I will ensure that we express that condolence to that student and give some token to him or her so that it can help maybe in education or during that.
Of course, that's being done even up to now that you're still not in office. Now, because you're coming into office, a new person, I want new things that are not already in place. Come up with, tell me the priorities that are not there. New things.
Maybe, according to the mother of welfare, I will ensure that it will not take long after getting the information. For example, when I get today the information, then something that they need for that information, so that the process of giving that money to the student, it will take short time. For example, 2 days, then we are done. Then another thing, in that matter of welfare, I will put the consideration proposals of students. Maybe the students can have the different proposals about
I beg to stop
welfare.
you there. Kindly read the question once again.
My question is, you are in charge of all students' welfare matters as the deputy president.
Stop there. You're in charge of what?
All students' welfare
Not
matters.
welfare fund. Now they can answer the question.
Welfare matters.
Welfare is not welfare fund. Okay? So kindly, I can hear you surrounding welfare fund. We'll come to that. I know you love that matter. We'll come to that. But kindly answer the question. Both of you maybe can retake.
Let us just finish first. We'll come back to you.
Okay.
Read the question again so that maybe there's some
Okay,
confusion.
Jerob, as the incoming deputy president, hopefully, you will be in charge of all student welfare matters as the deputy president. All student welfare matters. If you get elected, what are your top priorities for the students? And kindly you mention 1 or 2.
Okay. I will ensure that there is transparency and fair on the matters of welfare.
Which welfare, to be specific? Okay, welfare is so broad. Maybe if you just, particularly to one particular thing.
As to her.
Okay, Faith, we are back to you.
Okay. Just as you have said, if welfare is not about the funds,
We are talking about welfare matters.
yeah, welfare of the students. First thing, to me, the most important welfare
I think his point was actually okay.
of students.
What is your first point?
My first point was
You
About
mentioned
funding.
about funding and
Funding,
assisting.
yes.
That is actually a welfare.
yes.
That's actually students' welfare. So maybe if you want to add any other one.
Yeah, I
on
want
top
to
of
add
that.
another one.
Okay.
Another one that is an important factor that we may forget to the welfare of students. It's an important welfare matter. Is for the registration of students. This is a very big issue in our university, especially when it comes to closing of registration because of funds. School fees. Let me not talk about the funds that the school provides. School fees. So I will not promise, but if I am given a chance to change that situation, I will allow students to pay their fees to the particular amount that they have, and student finance can calculate that and give an ultimatum to parents to pay pole pole, lipa pole pole, okay, until, so that they are allowed to start the semester. Kizungumkuti labda kitakuja by the end of the semester, whereby they need to sit for the exams. Now that's whereby the parents will need to work hard for that.
Okay, Faith, that's such a brilliant
Let
idea.
me just finish that one because I need to add a meat on that.
Okay.
You see, for registration of a semester, if you miss this semester, you will have to wait because courses in our university, if there are courses for point 1, they will come again point 1. But if you miss exams, you can come for your special exams, okay? So that will be a very good thing to introduce to the school.
And now to the last question. Or do you have anything to say?
Okay. Can I say that on the welfare matters, we can maybe encourage those students who are not maybe were in the work program or they were not getting any they were not having any resources to get their school fees. We can maybe have their names, conduct the work program department, give them work so that they can work for the school and be paid for their school fees, so that they can have no issues on the school fees during the exams and whatever.
All right, my co-host, allow me to just bring another question, very soft question, just to tone down on the questions. So this goes to the president. A Kamkunji is one meeting that the president can actually call anytime they feel like. So maybe part number 1, what is Kamkunji? And number 2, what makes Kamkunji different from special general meeting? Who wants to go first?
Okay, let me go first
Right,
because
go ahead.
I think I'm older.
You're older in mind, in heart?
Okay. A Kamkunji is a special sitting that the president can call. The president, the deputy president can call in case of an emergency. And one unique thing with a Kamkunji is that the quorum is different from the normal quorum that normally is required for a meeting.
All right, just keep that point there. Let's go to Ruto.
First,
I
first
think,
to
right?
differentiate the special general meeting and the Kamkunji one is that the special general meeting is held twice. The
Right.
first 3 weeks and immediately after the mid-semester.
So what is Kamkunji first?
For Kamkunji meeting, it is a meeting that is called either by the president, the deputy, or one of the executive member.
Correct.
Yes, or
Right.
else the two-third,
That's correct. Go ahead.
or else the two-third of the senatorial people.
All right, so what's the difference? Let me get the difference now.
So the difference between Kamkunji is that it can be called when there is a matter of emergency, whereas the special general meeting is done at the first 3 meeting whereby the students are addressed, and then after the mid-semester.
Okay, that's correct actually, correct. Let's get back to Billy. What other difference do we have between Kamkunji and the SGM?
Like I said, a Kamkunji is an emergency meeting as opposed to the special general meeting.
Okay.
So the composition of a Kamkunji cannot go the same way that of the special general meeting.
All right.
Then the special general meeting is limited to some particular time. As for the Kamkunji, it can be done at any point in case of a need or an emergency.
All right, Ruto, go ahead and add another difference between these two meetings.
The special general meeting is the president who addresses the meeting, whereas the Kamkunji one is it may be the president, it may be the deputy, it may be the SG, or the two-third of the senatorial people.
So what do you mean by it is the president who addresses the SGM? Is it the president addresses all meetings?
No. The special general meeting is whereby they come up as a team to address them, whereas the Kamkunji is the person who did the calling of that Kamkunji meeting.
Okay, so SGM, I agree with you that the president is allowed to address the meeting, especially as per the roles you're given, as per the constitution, at least the first meeting. I agree with you. But would that make a difference? Would that be the major difference that the president addresses SGM and then Kamkunji, anybody can address depending on who calls it?
No, that cannot be the special difference because
so
the
what's the
SGM
uniqueness?
is done twice, the first 3 weeks and immediately after the mid-semester, whereas the Kamkunji is done when a matter of urgency arises.
You're repeating yourself. That was your first point.
Yes.
So what is your second point? That's what I'm asking.
That's the major difference.
Any other difference? Of course, we have so many different, we have a lot to say about this. Anything else? All right. Does the DVC SAS attend the meeting, Kamkunji? Yes or no? Just a yes or no. Ruto, that's your question. Then if you can't answer it, just say pass.
Pass.
All right. Does the DVC SAS attend the Kamkunji?
That question is to me. You
Yes.
know, the DVC SAS, according to my own opinion, does not attend the Kamkunji, because Kamkunji can be maybe just an issue that the students' body want to address, and they don't want to like have the interference from the school administration, as opposed to the special general meeting that the DVC SAS is the Attorney General of the meeting.
That's correct.
Yes.
So what makes this whole difference? What makes it the whole difference when the DVC SAS is there and when the DVC SAS is not there? What makes the whole difference?
Okay, you know, the DVC SAS being the Attorney General of the students' government.
You want to take that? I want to.
No.
Okay.
Okay. The Attorney General being the DVC SAS is also the chief custodian of the Constitution.
Okay.
So normally it's present in those particular meetings to make sure that the matters pertaining to Constitution and also what is needed by the administrative board are in line with, and also everything is in good order and also in correct standing.
All right, let me give a bonus question to Ruto. Can SGM progress without the Attorney General?
No.
No? Why?
He has stated that the DVC SAS is the Attorney General, of course, a member of the Attorney General, the custodian of the Constitution, and being the special general meeting, the DVC SAS must be there.
That's correct. But why? I mean, the Constitution is very clear on the roles of Attorney General. I expected you to at least mention one of the most important roles he plays. That if he is not there, then that meeting will not
Proceed.
Yes. So maybe,
Can I say something?
all right.
Okay, I can also say that the DVC SAS being the Attorney General of the students' government, he supervises the activities of the students' government, and he makes sure that their duties are in check and everything is done according to what is needed by the school and by the students.
All right, thank you. So just one role of the Attorney General, then we're done with this matter, that he cannot bring to Kamkunji. That's why he doesn't attend the Kamkunji. So one very important role of the Attorney General. You guys will be in Parliament, you'll be in the Congress, and perhaps you'll realize that as long as the Attorney General has not arrived, the session will not start. So what is this major role that he plays in the Congress? If all of you won't get it, then you can also as well say pass. The deputies can answer, I think. I see Kisari banning. All right, so it's a pass.
Okay, what I can say about the presence or maybe the office of the Attorney General, that sometimes can make him not to appear in the Kamkunji.
No, let me
Yes.
rephrase my question once again. What is this role that is very important given to the Attorney General that will make the Congress not to start when he is absent? All right, I'll give a chance to the President. The ladies, your Deputy Presidents will assist you if they can.
I've learned it's a very challenging question, and as human beings we are not we can't have that knowledge of everything. So that particular question I'm not in a condition or maybe a position to answer it.
All right,
Correct.
Ruto, the same. The Deputy Gisari.
Okay. I may also not know the main reason, but
Yes.
I think the main reason why these meetings cannot commence is because of the role of the AG, that he is the facilitator of these meetings.
Is he the facilitator?
Yes, he's the...
He's not the
Wait,
facilitator.
yani anamani. I mean...
Use English, please. In Parliament, you'll be asked, this is a rule, these are the standing orders that you'll have to adjust to once you get to Parliament.
Okay.
Once you start speaking in English, you finish in English. It's punishable in Parliament.
All right. I'm just trying. Just as Billy has said, we might not know everything,
Yes.
but I think it's because the AG is he's to kick off the... For example, when we are elected, we can't just get into Parliament and start, we are new there, we don't just get there. So the AG Me?
So he's your battery.
No.
Can I say something?
All right, I think all of you, because of time, for the interest of time, let me just assist you. The Attorney General has the most important role, not the most, he has a very important role in Parliament or in the Congress. He actually represents the administration.
Yeah.
So he is the only administrator allowed in the Congress. So without him, the meeting would not commence. All right. So, tell me whether I should do it. Okay, let me just ask you this question. It's a very simple one. To just call you down once again, then I give my co-host to ask another one. To hold an SGM, that's a special general meeting, right? You must have a quorum. So what is this quorum? I'm going to go with Ruto first. What is the quorum required to start, to have any SGM meeting? Pass is an answer.
Okay.
All right?
Thank you so much, Mr. Rasa. The quorum for Congress to take place should be 50 plus 1% of the attendance.
All right, that's correct. Okay. Should I ask one more, co-host?
Okay.
All right. Who calls for this SGM meeting as outlined in the Constitution? Who calls for this meeting? This is a role given to one specific member of the Congress. Who calls? Whether, I mean, he must be the one to call for this meeting. The Congress may be having an agenda, but he must be the one to call for this meeting. Who wants to go first? I'm going to keep it open.
Okay, let me go first.
All right.
The person who calls the general meeting, we have the Secretary General and the Congress clerk.
You're spoiling it.
Sorry, the Secretary General calls for the meeting.
That's correct. That's correct. Do you, I mean, I should have asked you whether you agree with him. But anyway.
agree with him.
All right,
That's a smart move.
You agree with him. All right. All right. That's actually true. The Secretary General is the one who calls for the meeting. Whether the President, whether Congress has agenda,
Yes.
it has to go through
The
Secretary
General.
General according to the Constitution. All right. Maybe my co-host take them through one more question.
Okay, back to you ladies. Now, as the Deputy President, you are a member of the Disciplinary Committee. Can you outline its composition and who chairs it? Cherop, you're too silent. Begin with you.
Oh, begin with that.
Wait. The ball has been thrown to you unless you say pass.
Pass.
It's not. There's nothing like begin with her.
Okay, Billy, this is just for the Deputy President. Okay, and don't interfere.
Well, he
Now-
thought he was too silent. I mean, he thought he was whispering too silent.
Okay, I'm repeating my question again. As the Deputy President, you are a member of the Disciplinary Committee. Can you outline its composition and who chairs it?
I
Kindly,
think
kindly, Billy. I'm just next to you. You're whispering too loud.
Okay. We have the deans.
Ruto,
No discussion, please.
All right.
You've been disqualified from this
Come
panel.
up with your come up with your question.
my question is, as the Deputy President, you are a member of the Disciplinary Committee. Can you outline its composition and who chairs it? Well, the ball is in
Okay.
our hands.
I think we have the deans. And I think from the deans, they have one member who chairs the deans about the issue.
Who chairs it?
Who chairs the deans?
Who chairs the Disciplinary Committee? Of course, a committee must have a chair.
What committee are you talking about?
Deans committee.
No.
And I'm talking about the
This-
Disciplinary Committee.
Yeah, maybe she can go again now that she knows the disciplinary committee.
Okay, pass.
Okay, Faith.
Okay. I think the one who chairs, not thinking, you will say thinking. I think the one who chairs the committee, the disciplinary committee, is a representative from the the university council. I'm off. He must.
Maybe we start with the composition first.
Okay,
Before the
the
chair.
composition is the Dean's Council, me, myself as the Deputy President, and the DVC SAS.
Now who is the chair?
Pass.
Okay.
Give the presidents the chance.
Seems like the ball won't come back to the presidents. Billy,
Yes.
you be the savior of your deputy.
Okay.
Who chairs the disciplinary committee?
Okay, number one, let us start from
The
the composition of the disciplinary committee. The disciplinary committee comprises of the deans, then we have the DVC SAS, the DVC in charge of student welfare and also affairs. Then we have the security council. Then we have, the security council. So the person who chairs this particular meeting is the DVC SAS. But in his absence, he can assign one of the deans to chair the committee.
Let's first seek
From
Ruto's
Ruto.
view.
Yes, to add on is, I believe also the SG is part of
Wait,
the...
to add on, it means you agree with all that he said and you're adding on what he
Okay,
said.
let me start afresh.
Alright.
We have the DVC SAS who chairs the meeting. We have the Dean's Council. And apart from the deputy president and the SG who sit in the disciplinary committee, the DVC SAS is the one who chairs.
You just said apart from. We're
As
waiting
in
for something.
including, I could have used the word including, that the composition actually is the DVC SAS, the Dean's Council, you have the deputy president and the SG. Yes.
Okay, so let me just do a follow-up. With the composition, well, it's 90% correct to both of you. On whose chairs? I'm going to go to the camera once again. Please, students, tomorrow, go to the DVC SAS office and ask them who chairs the disciplinary committee. I'm not going to say who's right, who's wrong. Please do this as your favor before you vote any one of this. You also do the assignment.
Okay.
Go
Okay.
and
Now,
ask who
just
chairs.
before we go to the to my host, I just want us to cool this now down a bit. The questions have been not too
hot.
long.
Yes,
Yes.
it's very hot in here.
Okay.
It's more...
This question is for all of you. You know, you work as a team, Team Billy and Team Ruto.
Yes.
What makes you think you're the best person fit for this position? What makes you think you're the best person fit for this position? We begin with Team Billy.
Okay, I'm the spokesperson of this particular team. One thing that I know, that in every setting, God elects a leader. And initially, I was in the race for Senator Religious Affairs, a very competitive position that is voted by the entire institution. Then when the need arose for the position of the president that was vacant, I asked myself that how comes in this particular population of 6,000 students, no one can qualify to be the president. So I felt in my heart, I felt a calling within myself so that I can go and represent the students' body by risking to withdraw from the Senator Religious Affairs and going to seek the position of the president. So one thing that I can say about our calling, or maybe our need, or maybe our move to represent the students as being their leaders, is that it's a conviction that we had based on the need that arose. Because we needed a representation of the comrades and also someone who will air out their complaints and what they need in this particular setting.
Okay, so Billy, you had a calling.
Yes.
Thank you so much, Billy. We come to you, Ruto. Are you the spokesman of your team?
Yes, but in the
Go
question.
ahead. My question is, what makes you think that you're the best person fit for this position?
Why us? The first one is that I believe we are objective. Apart from being objective, we are ready to listen. Apart from being ready to listen, we are team players. And we possess a drive not just to change, but meaningful change. And we also believers of service and significance. And with service and significance, excellence shows. And that is what made us go for it.
Okay, I think the two deputies, the spokesman have said it all. Or do you have anything?
But I can just add on it.
Maybe just a point for the interest of time.
Point. But my words are too long, they cannot fit in a point.
Sorry.
So another thing that we think, we do not think, we looked at ourselves and we said, okay, let us try. Because students need a person from them, okay? Then there were maybe, we ourselves decided that let us try, okay? And we tried. We do not think we are the best. If we say we are the best, that is being too much.
So don't you believe in yourself as the best?
We believe we are the best, but we do not put it like, I don't know if you're getting me. So
You're confusing your voters.
I'm not confusing them.
Okay, then go straight to the point. Are you the best?
Yes.
Okay. Now, to the two of you, to the two teams, this is a very simple question. Have you ever been a leader before?
Yes.
And if yes, do you have a track record?
Yes.
Okay, we start with you, Billy.
Okay, I have been a leader way back in high school. I was the dorm captain and also an assistant dorm captain when I was in Form 3. Then when I moved to Form 4, I was the dorm captain of my dorm. And in my school, we had a very big dormitory that had a population of 120. So I have been a leader. Then currently, I'm also a leader of the church. I'm an elder of the church. I shepherd everyone, including yourself, seated there. So I have a track record of being a leader. And then lastly, when I came to this institution in 2018, majority of the classes that I attend, more so the general courses and the departmental courses, normally it goes without saying that I'll be the class rep. Sometimes even in my absence, they will elect me and I'll assume the position and I'll make sure that the lecturers, they attend the class in time and also that everything is comfortable for the students.
Okay, Ruto, I just want you to speak on behalf of the two of you. And at
Yes.
least you be short.
For
It's your
me,
time to shine.
I've been a leader. The first time I was a leader is when I was an adventurer. I used to be a line marker. So I used to lead when it comes to drills and match. I advanced to a pathfinder and I continue being leading with the advantage of my height, and I was still a line marker. I was leading when it comes to drills and match. When I get to the primary school level, I serve as class prefect. In my school, I served under the students' council. Here in Baraton, I've served as an RA in one somewhere. I've served as a class rep, and I've been a leader.
Okay.
All right. I'm glad that both of them have actually been soldiers of the Lord. It's a good thing. Well, let's get back to the Constitution, because this is where, remember I said this is an office which requires a lot. Whoever much is given, much is expected. The president is a signatory of the financial transactions of SABU. You know about that?
Yes.
Can you mention at least 3 categories of students who are not beneficiaries of the welfare kitty? I'm being specific on this one. I'm not talking about the other welfare you asked about. Can you at least mention at least 3 categories of students who are not beneficiaries of this kitty? No whispering. The deputies, please, no whispering. If you get tempted, please. Let's go. Who wants to go first?
President or
You've always been going first. Do you want him to go first still?
Let him now go
Yes.
first.
Okay, he's saying you go first.
So we have asked the students who don't benefit from any needy.
Okay, my question is this. Can you mention at least 3 categories of students who are not beneficiaries of the SABU welfare kitty?
And number 1 is if you are a government student and you haven't finished the 4 years according to the SABU, you are not eligible for it if you haven't completed your 4 years. Another one, if a student hasn't completed 1 semester, one academic semester cannot be eligible for it. The third one is if a student is not maybe on registered semester and is not under the work study.
Okay, so from the 3 answers you've given, can you grade yourself? Which of the 3 do you think? What did you score? Give yourself a grade.
Don't know.
What was your last point? That was a correct one. If a student is not on session,
And is not registered on the work study.
it is not under work study program. That is correct. one semester, if you are a student and you've done one semester, this is what you're saying, it means you're not eligible. You also said that if a student has not completed 4 years, and if you're a government-sponsored student and you've not completed 4 years,
Yes, it
They're
was
not
meant to
eligible.
eliminate the super senior.
they're not eligible. Let me throw this same question to Bill.
Okay, thank you so much. Number one, we need to know that what qualifies someone to be part of SABU. We have 3 categories of membership. Number one, we have just being a bona fide member of the students' government, students' organization, when you are registered for the inter-semester, or when you are registered for the semester, or when you are in the work study program. The second category we have
We call them automatic.
yes, membership.
Okay, automatic.
Yes. Automatic members.
Okay, that's an ordinary automatic member. Okay.
Yes. So then we have the second category that is called associate membership.
Okay.
This associate membership is a case whereby staff of the university who is still undergoing his or her undergraduate studies, can be part or is being part of the students' association. Then the third
Wait, are you talking about associate?
association,
Associate.
not associate. I would say the second category I've talked about.
The category I know
being-
about is associate
Yes.
automatic membership.
Yes, associate automatic
And
membership.
what is the explanation?
And that's what I've said, that when someone is part of the university staff and is not yet done with the undergraduate studies, you become a member of SABU through associate. You
Okay,
become an
okay.
associate member.
Okay.
Then we have an affiliate member. An affiliate member is someone who has been done with the undergraduate program, then now is like
That's
an
an alumni.
alumni. Then in writing, he or she can write to the SABU president
Yeah.
with the approval of the Congress to be
Okay.
part of the students' association
Okay.
by being an affiliate member.
Okay.
So for someone to benefit from the SABU kitty, at least you should be falling in one of these categories for you to be eligible for that particular kitty.
All right.
Yes.
So my question was, who is not eligible?
When you are not falling in either category.
All right.
Yes.
Are you summarizing everything?
I've summarized everything.
It's being smart, but I needed to know specifics. Like you mentioned, one, if you're not on session, that is one category of student. So when you do that, you actually generalize. I agree with you on what you've said on membership, and I agree with you that if you're a member, but remember, this welfare kitty is for students also, and a student can still be denied an opportunity, or rather, to be given funds from this welfare kitty based on ABCD. These are the things I needed you to tell me.
Okay.
I said 3. You've only given me a whole list, but one answer.
Okay, the second one, I can add the second one, just to tell you that we've read the Constitution. When a student is found in a disciplinary action, or maybe when someone has participated in some kind of in disciplinary cases,
Okay.
that can warrant someone not to qualify for the kitty.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
Third one.
The third one, I think my co-members can answer that.
So your answers is just that if you're not a member of SABU,
Yes.
either by affiliate, if you're not an affiliate, if you're not
Automatic
ordinary,
membership.
if you're not exactly affiliate, if you're not associate, if you're not ordinary, then you're not a beneficiary. Then number 2, if you're not a beneficiary, if you have any disciplinary issues, well, the deputies, do you agree that if a student has a disciplinary case, and maybe perhaps he lost a relative, a very close relative, maybe a father, mother, this student will not be a beneficiary of the kitty? President, quiet. The deputies, now you can go. Maybe your deputy first.
Maybe I think they cannot get that welfare because maybe he or she was found in disciplinary case and dismissed from the school.
Okay.
Yeah. So I think he or she will not be part of the students.
So if this student is suspended perhaps, and he had paid at the beginning of the semester, and he lost a father, a mother, God forbid, a mother, a father, and or rather a very close relative, a brother, a sister, this person will still not be a beneficiary.
I think so.
All right. Bill, you still believe so?
One thing that I
Just
like
yes
I
or
told
no? Yes
Let
or
me
no?
just substantiate what I said earlier. It will strengthen the answer. That you know, when you asked about welfare, you are not specific whether in the financial assistance or maybe in case someone loses a loved one. Because initially, Jerry said that welfare is wide. So you never specified, or maybe you never narrowed down to what specifically you wanted us to answer on pertaining welfare.
Right. But I was very clear. I began by saying that you are actually signatories of all the financial transactions of SABU. That's the first thing I said. Then I asked, which group of students are not beneficiaries?
Okay.
Which group of students?
Okay.
You're all students. And I said, are not beneficiaries of the kitty. So I think I've given you a fair chance. Let me get to both Ruto and Gesari, who are not. I mean, okay, no, sorry. The question was, if a student has been suspended, yet he paid the 100 shillings to the welfare kitty, and a week after, and I said, God forbid, a close relative passes on, so this student would not be a beneficiary of the welfare kitty?
They will.
Ruto?
Yes.
They will.
They will be a beneficiary.
So, Bill, you also agreeing with them?
Yes, they will.
You're joining them?
Because once you are registered for the semester, you pay that 100 shillings for the subscription fee.
So why didn't you say that?
Yes, so that is what I was.
Why didn't you say
That is
that?
what I was planning to say.
Bill is proving to be so smart. To catch up with you.
Is that the people wait for answers, for the friends to write the answers, and they start peeping. In this university, there's something called academic malpractices. This is one of them. On a lighter note. On a lighter note. Anyway, because of time, I think our time is really running out. I don't think I'll have more time to ask all these questions that I have. I'll do this. I'll give you guys a favor. Perhaps you have tried your best. Perhaps you've given your A game. The A game means your best. But still, the voter is not convinced. I'm going to give you a chance to redeem yourselves. And remember, you're voting as a team, but I'll give you each a chance, at least 2 minutes. Look into that camera, who represents the voter, and of course, talk to them. Ask them, convince them that you're actually fit for this job. Go with the presidents first, deputies first, in the same order. Billy goes first.
Okay. Thank you so much. Dear comrades, I'm so happy to be part of this team, and in a special way to also be one of the presidential aspirants. Number one, I will wish that you vote for me because I will project and also represent you well, because I believe in representing my fellows well. And apart from that, I also believe that as an institution currently, we are wounded, not because of any physical problem or maybe because of any other thing. But currently the school is wounded in terms of ethnical backgrounds. And the best we can do as a community, as an institution, is to be united because we are one family, and our main aim is to see one another excel with the philosophy of this particular institution. So my plea to you this particular day is that as you do elections, please elect your leaders in a good way, and if elected, I will represent your interests. So choose Billy, the comrade's voice.
All right, thank you very much, Billy. I'm going to give a chance to Ruto.
Yes, dear comrade, first I'd say that number one, we are objective, we'll stand by fact, we are ready to listen, and of course we will work together as a team. As we possess a drive, not just change but meaningful change, we are believers of service and significance, and excellence should show, because it is in greatness that excellence shows. As you have seen, we believe in paradigm shift in leadership. We need to change things, and the change is now. We have a progressive agenda. We'll unleash it when the right time comes. And the last of all is, we believe that we should work as a team. We are leaving no one behind, including our challengers here tonight. We will work together. None left behind is a brand. We'll be breaking it down. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much. I'm going to give a chance to Kisos Emma, who is a deputy to Billy. And of course, the ladies maybe have some convincing powers, so you better be convincing.
Okay, thank you everyone. At this particular time, I just want to tell our voters that kindly vote to us so that we can ensure that the students' agendas are represented well and should be done according to students' voice. Let's not rely only on the administration voice. Let's also listen to students' voice and come up together as a team. And we also will ensure that we will work as a link between the students and the administration. And we will listen to students' needs and present them to the administration and work on it.
Thank you very much, Emma. And finally, Gesari Faith, on behalf of Ruto.
Okay, comrades, thank you for even supporting us this far, that we have narrowed down. We are almost at the finish line, and as we know, it is not done until it is done. And it can only be possible by your votes. And so, Ruto and Gesari are requesting for your votes, in that we promise to present you well. We promise to listen. Choose a person who will listen to you, who will present you well, and who will stand by you even when the times are tough. God bless you.
All right, thank you very, very much to all the aspirants, the presidential aspirants. It's been good having you here. Let me just wish you all the best. You may have given your best, but probably the voters will decide who is actually the best or better among the best. I don't know whether there's anything like that in English. But anyway, I wish you all the best. I want to also encourage voters to not just vote. Listen carefully. You can go back and listen to this before election date. Go back and listen to this conversation once and over and over again, and make your decision. I'm going to give a chance to also my co-host to give a vote of thanks. And then, of course, also on behalf of Ashley, you can do the same. Then I'll wind up.
Okay. Well, it has really been a very amazing interview, and we want to say a big thank you to Team Billy and Team Ruto, and also not leaving behind our producers, our directors. For these 2 weeks, we want to thank you for being there for us, for making this interview to be a success. Like we always say to you voters, the final decision, lies in your hand. You've had the ideas, you've had the proposal, you've had what they have for you. It's you to make the choice. Ours is to wish Team Billy and Team Ruto a success in the coming election. And I also want to say a big thank you on behalf of my other co-presenter, that's Ashley Atieno. Thank you for always being here, and thank you all to the viewers for tuning in every day, every night. I want to say a very big thank you, because this could not be a success without you. But don't tie up, because we are going to call them here again after they are sworn in office for whoever will win. Not just to check on have they done what they promised. Billy and Ruto, you be prepared for that, because we are going to call you back. A very big thank you also to our very good host, that Mr. Arasa Enoch. And my name has been Jared Onyango, and still be Jared Onyango. Have a good night.
All right, thank you very much, my able co-host Jared, my able co-host Ashley. It has been a very long night, long days, 10 days. Last Tuesday, we took you through interviews with the senators off campus, senators' schools, senators representatives for postgraduate, the executive, even those that went unopposed. And today, it's been the climax, a day. But I always say, this is a day that the Lord has made. Probably, maybe you would have never gotten a chance to listen to these two great minds speaking and arguing together. They have argued facts. You've listened. They have given their best. They have put their best foot forward, and you have powers in your hand. Like I always say, and I'll still repeat, God chooses leaders, but we have an obligation and a constitutional mandate to vote and be the voice of God. I'm going to take this time to acknowledge the whole team that has been assisting us behind the scenes. They've worked tirelessly. They have always been here, sometimes going without food, just to make sure this is brought to you live from Baraton TV, here and hereafter. I'm going to start by acknowledging Kevin Nyamiaka, who is the executive producer. I'm going to appreciate and acknowledge Adam's Career, who is the head of production and who's been here all through, even when he has other things to do. I also want to acknowledge the other team that have been working on either camera, sometimes touching that machine to ensure that the videos are mixed properly, the video mixer, and of course also monitoring everything that goes around, ensuring that everything's smooth. Japheth Nyamiaka, Maxwell Zuma, Javan Mombo, Mwenda Wambua, John Wanyoike, Alex Kimani, Emmanuel Gashana, and I'm sorry if I pronounce your name wrongly, Confiance Nkurunzinza, or Nkurunziza. My apologies, Nkurunziza. I'm not from from your country. Definitely, may have made a mistake. But and there's one more. The name was just kindly producer. I will allow you to just shout his name for today. There's one I'm leaving out. I think they're telling me everyone is actually taken care of. So maybe thanks a lot to all this team. Without you guys, this would not have been a success. Thank you very much. God bless you. I also want to acknowledge that we also have, of course, my co-host. Thanks to them, the viewers, you who are watching. Thank you very, very much. One, because you support Baraton TV. You take your time, go to Baraton TV and watch this interview. Please, if you can, if you've not subscribed, subscribe, like the channel, share, at least comment, leave your comments down there, and at least let this channel grow. I'm also gonna thank all the contestants that made their ways to this place. Without them, this would not have been a success. For me, I have been Arasa Inoxinde. You can also call me Mr. X. I don't want to end this show. Unfortunately, they say whatever has a beginning has an end. This does not mean that the exclusive panel ends here. For the interviews with the contestants, this is going to be the last day. Good night. God bless you. But remember, don't just vote. Don't waste your vote. Vote for the right leader. Good night. Sleep tight. I'm going to ask them to do one thing before they leave. Shake hands. If you lose, still shake hands. Please, President, shake the other president's hand. Deputy, please shake the other deputy's hand. Assure students that you're friends. I'll give you guys a hug after. For now, sleep tight. God bless. Till next time. Bye-bye.
Live from the University of Eastern Africa, Baraton, this is Baraton TV, here and hereafter.